Hello, hello. How are you? Let me look at the channel here. The internet is just doing whatever it wants to do today. Hi, Shay. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Um, where is it? I'm sorry. Let me pull this up. Oh, for some reason, my thumbnail image goes away every time I go live. I was sitting here trying to figure out why that happens. Oops.
There goes one. And
Sorry, I got an ad. I got an ad. Hello, hello. Hi, Debbie and Trish. And let's see, the other Debbie, hello to you. Hi, Miss Pickle and Anna and Denisha. Welcome in. My chat box. Oh, there it is, finally. Thank you, thank you. Hello, Heather. Welcome in. Yvette. Hello, hello. Hi, Lynn and Lynn. You just finished a boggy blanket today. You're so happy. That's so good. What an accomplishment, right? When you finish a blanket, or any make for that matter, just that sense of accomplishment. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. My chat's going super slow for some reason. I have to refresh. I don't know what's going on with this. I feel like I'm missing all the comments. You got an ad when you came in too? Yeah, for some reason I can't make them go away. It's how we get paid, you know, but they come on at the most inconvenient times. Ah, come on, chat. I don't know, it's just not flowing. Anyway, I'll watch the camera. Mom is doing good. Hello, Margaret. Welcome in. Emailed 3 boggies. That's amazing. I love that. That's so awesome. Hold on. Okay, we're finally moving. Are we? Yes, we are. Okay. Hi, Connie. Welcome in. Hi, Kim and Penn. If I don't see the chat on my computer, it's almost as if I can't see the live stream because you guys comment super fast, which I love. Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate that. So this is my own pattern. This is called the crow knit hat. I tried coming up with another name for it, but it kind of grew on me. A crow knit hat, you know, part crochet, part knit. It's a bistichual hat. It's a bistichual hat. It's so good. I thought about donating it, but I love this red. I love the red, and I made a matching scarf to go with it. So soft, so squish. Look at this. It's like a sponge. I love it. And the way I wear scarves, I don't know if there's like a textbook way you should be wearing it, but I fold my scarf in half like this. I bring it around and then I do the tuck like this. I don't like it really long either. So, and that's how I wear it. And I love how I look in it. It's a little too hot to have it on right now in the house, but I like that for me and for us. So the yarn is Loops and Threads Charisma yarn. Loops and Threads Charisma, and the color is Barbados Cherry. Yeah, Barbados Cherry. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you for joining the fellows, Angela. And we had someone else. Did someone else join as well? I feel like someone else joined. So thank you for joining. Kendall, 20 months member. Thank you so much, Kendall, for being a member. Thank you, Shay. I appreciate that. And you know, the person who told me that red was my color first was Sugar. You know, she's like, Juan, red. It's red. And I'm like, really? And she's like, yes, Juan, just look. And I went to look and I'm like, you know what? You're onto something. Linda's got a question. Juan, I would like to make the Sunday Post beanie into a hat. How many extra rounds of alternating colors should I go? So what I'm going to tell you is, this is the Sunday Post beanie that Linda is asking about, which I've got a tutorial for. I've got the pattern. I'm going to strongly encourage that if you're deciding on making this into a hat, that you do not continue with the posts. Let this stay right where it is. If you're making like a brim hat like this, keep it solid. Continue with your solid section. Make your solid section long enough and fold it up, because you're carrying the yarn with this. And when you go to fold this, you don't want that carry section of your yarn to show. So let that stay just as it is and just crochet additional rounds until you get it to the size that you're looking for. Okay? So, yeah. Hopefully that helped you. All right? I want to take this off, but I just love the color. That's so vain of me. I'm sorry. Tina says, love the red. So sorry I can't stay as I have an early shift tomorrow. Just want to say hi. Thank you so much for popping in, Tina. I really do appreciate you. Hi, Val. I do look good in red. Thank you. And also, thank you for being a member for 18 months. I appreciate the support. For the knitters out there, this is just a garter stitch back and forth. Just the knit stitch, garter stitches, and I ran 3 skeins of Barbados Cherry with number 913 US circular needles. And how many yards is that? So it's 300 meters. 300 meters, 109 yards times 3, so 318 yards. And I used, again, number 13 9mm needles, okay? And I used wooden. These were wooden Takumi needles. No, was it? No. These, I used street needles for this. So these were, it was a number 13 plastic boy, like a vintage pair of needles I used. So, and it came out perfect. As for my hat, I mean, I've mentioned it so many times, but I like talking about it. So, US circular number 13 needles, the Chalgu red lace, and I do the stockinette stitch for about 7.5 inches, and then I start my decreases, and I decrease 2 stitches in the round for every section until I have 3 stitches on each DPN. I transfer to DPNs, by the way. So 7.5 inches stockinette, and then I use DPNs for the top portion, and then I decrease on each needle until I have 3 stitches left, and then I gather them together and tie it off. And then I take it and flip it upside down, and then I anchor a 9mm crochet hook, and I do single crochets in the back loop for 7 rounds. And there you go. And I love it. So, I tried thinking of a name, guys. Crow knit is where it's at. I've got another one here done in tweed. This is the fault line right here. But yeah, single crochets in the back loops for 7 rounds, and then I just join. It's super, super nice. So the pearls are on the inside, the knit is on the outside, and then these are my joins here. They're not perfect, but they'll do. So this one here is Woolies Thick and Quick, the tweed. It's in tweed, and the color is barley. Very nice. Thick and quick. This is like a one day situation. Super nice. As far as crochet is concerned, I have, oh, here's another crow knit hat. I just love making these. They're so much fun. Can you go top down? Does it have to go the other way? I guess. Top down, like instead of decreasing, do increases. I'm sure it can be done that way for sure. But this is also line brand Woolies Thick and Quick in the colorway. What's that park in New York? I can't remember. It's on the tip of my tongue, but it's in New York. There's a park up there, not Hudson Bay. It's the other one. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, I didn't follow a pattern, guys. I literally just did my own thing. And I like that. It invokes creativity. No, not Central Park. It does begin with a C, I believe. It's like, what is that called? It's similar to like Atlantic City. It's a park by the pier. It begins with a C. Coney Island. There it is. Coney Island. That's the colorway. It was on the tip of my tongue. Coney Island. Oh, hi Shelly, welcome in. So anyway, another one that I really want to showcase to the crocheters. If you haven't tried it, this one. So it's called the Meadowgate Beanie. Hi Cindy Lou, welcome in. So for this one here, this was one of our Taco Tuesday challenges, and it's got a bunch of sparkly yarn in this. So this is for donation. I'm not keeping this. I'm gonna send it with some presents. Look, I'm gonna ship it out with some presents. Micro fringe. So, and then we've got this one right here. So this is also a Meadowgate beanie. This is much larger, obviously. All heads are different, I guess. Maybe if you've got long hair and you want to stuff it up in your beanie, you can with this one because it is humongous. Look, watch. See? This is for those who have like lots of hair and you want to stuff it up inside. So it's going to lift this up a little bit like this. So you can get all of your hair stuffed up in there, which I love, right? Or, you know, you can just do one of these numbers. Anyway, while I'm flashing hats, I have a brand new hat pattern that I'm going to be rolling out. Shay's asking a question. Do you have a slouchy hat tutorial? It's great to pile the hair in. Yes, it's called the Sleigh Ride Slouchy. And you know what? I grabbed it before going live. And you saw me looking around because I was looking for it. It's also red. It's a Sleigh Ride Slouchy. I left it in the kitchen. I was pouring coffee and I sat it down and forgot to pick it back up. It's on the channel though, Sleigh Ride Slouchy. You've got me wearing a red one and a white one. So yeah, I worked that project up with Mainstays. It's that Mainstays yarn. Beautiful. It worked out perfectly. Anyway, let me just tease really quick a new pattern. I'm not going to give the name. I just want to show you what it looks like very quickly. I'm going to put it on and show it to you. So first, the hat. Are you guys ready? So this is the new hat. We've got blue, we've got purple, we've got white. And I designed it in such a way that having that white brim, for me, I mean, you can do whatever you want, make it solid, whatever. But the white just brightens up the face. So, yeah. And again, another thing that I did was I worked the pattern up with this being the outside up until this white section here. And then I turned it inside out and I put this part on the inside. So it's meant to be permanently folded out. So you got the outside here and here and not just the inside of this. You know what I mean? So essentially this is not the outside. I turned it. So this is the inside here. So it's meant to stay that way. I'll talk more about it later. And I do have to sew in my ends. And by the way, guys, this is wool. Yep. This is not acrylic. It's, yeah, it's so, so good. Anyway, let me show you the beanie. I haven't sewn in my end yet. But here it is. And this is my crown. Isn't that gorgeous? It's my own little thing. I wrote my own recipe for this. Absolutely gorgeous texture there. Kind of reminds me of like a snowflake or like a flower of some sorts, but this stitch pattern isn't one that I have found yet anywhere. So I don't want to lay claim to being the only one who has come up with this, but it's going to be published in a written pattern, so it'll be for me. It'll be for my beanie pattern, which I love. So yeah, and what this features the shell stitches. I mean, not shells, the star stitches. So I've got the marguerite stitch done 2 different ways. So we've got the 3-point marguerite stitch, and then we've got the 5-point marguerite stitch, which in other words, marguerite is like the star stitch. And so, yeah, I took inspiration from my crown, which kind of reminds me of a star. You guys seeing it? Like all the points to a star, and then I did star stitches here. So it all ties in together. Stay tuned for that. I just wanted to tease it and let you guys know that while I'm not showing many things are getting done, and I'm going to be rolling them out little by little. I've got other projects too, of course, in the other room. But yeah, so glad to be able to share with you guys. Also, I've got this little situation here that I want to dig into. I unearthed this from cleaning. So I was cleaning and doing all the things, and I said, wait a minute. And I mentioned this before. I'm like, what should I do with this? Should I frog everything and start fresh, or do I pick these projects back up and finish them? I mentioned this. And so this is my knitting, by the way, guys. Socks. This is where I put my sock whips right here. And let me just show you. I've begun I started a crochet sock. So we've got socks started here. This is a crochet sock, and I'm using Patton's Croy sock yarn, and the colorway here is called Gray Brown Marl, and that's actually, it's supposed to go like this. And then I'm just now starting on the rest of the sock. So I will tell you, crocheting socks is a different vibe altogether. I'm using a, what size is this? So I'm using a 3.25 millimeter crochet hook. So that is a US letter D, a letter D crochet hook. And I'm still on the first skein. Again, I don't know if I want to frog this because it doesn't have much play. You know? I don't know. But yeah. Hello, Sherry. Welcome in. She's saying, I'm so very excited to catch it live instead on replay. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you. Anywho, knitting. Here we are. So I have frogged and cast on several times. Here's the colorway of the yarn. Absolutely gorgeous. The colorway name here is called Coastal Stripes. So sock yarn is a 1 weight. Well, this particular sock yarn is a 1 weight. A lot of the hanks that you can buy that has like nylon in it, like sock yarn, is typically like a 2 weight yarn. But this is a thinner sock yarn. Yeah, and I'm using, what size are these needles? These are Chiaogu red lace. This is a number 1. This is a number 1, which is a 2.25 millimeter. 2.25 millimeters. So good. And it's funny because it's a 9-inch needle and it's like the size of my hand. And I have been looking for the rest of my needles. They were stuffed inside of my sock whip bag. I'm like, where are the rest of my needles? I know that I ordered them, and here they are, all stuffed in the bag. And I'm like, now I can actually put my other projects on needles. So anyway, super happy about that. What's in here? This is another sock. See, I've tried socks several times. Now, this is with Premier sock yarn. Premier Wool Select Jacquard socks. And their colorway is called Rainforest. And they suggest a 3.75 millimeter crochet, so a US letter F. And I was following their pattern on the website. It's a free pattern, by the way. And this is as far as I got with it. And I do like the stretch with if you use their yarn with their pattern. It gives really good stretch, but you have to be able to work with a really small crochet hook. So if you can work with those smaller hooks, like a 3.5, a 3, a 2.75, like those little hooks, you're going to be fine. It'll definitely work out for you. You can definitely crochet a sock if you're willing to work with these smaller yarns and hooks and things. Does the other one have nylon in it? So this this one here has 75 superwash wool and 25% polyamide. Okay, so polyamide is just it's another word for like a nylon. This here is 75 wool, not superwash. Is it superwash? Hold on. It's machine washable and dryable. So 75% wool, 25% nylon. So the same mix, 75-25. And they're both classified as a superfine number 1. So yeah, they're the same weight. But I have to tell you, and I'm not saying this because I'm an Alliance member, this just feels better. This feels better on my hands. Actually, this one here, you can really feel the wool. You can feel it. It's got more of a bite to it. It's more squish, but you feel the wool. On this side here, the wool isn't as forward as that, but you know it's there. You feel more of the nylon on this one. So more nylon than wool for their Patton's Croy socks, which I have to tell you is a really good quality yarn. And you can go to your local yarn store. I'm sorry, I stand corrected. You can go to your big box stores like Michael's and pick this up. I think Michael's is the only place you can go to get it now. Walmart doesn't sell it. Maybe your local yarn stores would carry this. I'm not sure. They're all different. But yeah. And it's being held in this bag. I've had this bag for such a long time. Jellyfish. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So, not really sure what we're doing with the sock situation. I may decide, pick one and stick with it, or rip it all back and wait until I'm actually ready to embark on that journey. But, yeah. I've got whips everywhere. Just when you think I have everything situated, I find more. There was a whip that I was doing. I decided to frog it, but I never got around to frogging it. Now I'm having second thoughts. So it's the local yarn to me in Pennsylvania. It's right here. I meant to frog this project, like rip it all the way back to the beginning. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing with it now, because I'm looking at it now and I'm like, Juan, just get it done. So it's this one. Did I stop in the middle of a row again? Yes, I did. This is the bias scarf from Aberdeen Wool. It's their pattern. I'm going to have to block it but it's the bias scarf. I like how it looks. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm just not excited about it. Maybe it's the yarn I chose. I don't know. What do we say? Keep it on the needles or frog it? What are we saying? I don't know what to say. I look at it and I'm like, I like it. You know, it's my first project using like hand-dyed wool, but I'm not excited about it. I'm seeing some frogs. I'm seeing some keep. Color pattern is boring. Yeah, it is boring. I had another colorway planned for this. I don't know. I'm seeing frogs. Okay. What size needles are these? So these are Chalgoos number 9s, 5.5s. These are the 32-inch ones. Yeah, I'm frogging this. My gut is telling me to frog it. I'll frog it. Maybe there's another project that needs this. You know, oh my God. Shay. Happy New Year, Juan. I'll be traveling again tomorrow, so this will be my last live for the year. Big hugs. Thank you so much, Shay, for your generosity. I really do appreciate that. Wow. It's blowing me away. You're amazing. You all are. Thank you so much. Let me hit that thummy real quick. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to frog this, and I have this yarn left. I keep my wool in organza when I'm working with it. I try to. I'm not perfect about it, but I've got 200 yards here, 200 yards here, and so I'll rip this back, leave this cake alone, and if another project, you know, inspires me to pull this yarn, then I will. So, yeah, we'll just stuff it in there. So nice. And by the way, this bag right here is a Deb Dow duffel tote. I love showing these bags. They're absolutely beautiful. We've got squirrels, guys. And we have squirrel nuts at the top. Isn't that great? The squirrel nuts. This fabric is amazing. I mean, you can't miss that. That's definitely acorns. So good. So Colette's asking, why are you frogging that again? Just had to leave for a second. I'm just not inspired by this. I love the yarn, but I don't think I like the yarn for the project. It's too boring. Do I have the recipes here? It is a free recipe, guys, so I'm not... it's okay that I show it to you. So it's this. And I'm sorry, the words are backwards, but just look at the picture. And so I think that the pattern was just meant to be super colorful and all the things. And I chose a boring, bland yarn. I should have used the Aberdeen mix, yes, which it's this. This is much more exciting for this than this. But here's my dilemma. The yarn is so thin, guys. It's so thin. Look how big my hands are. My hands are huge, right? Look at how thin this yarn is compared to my huge hands. Okay? The recipe, the pattern, I call patterns recipes. The recipe suggests, what does it suggest? I don't see anything on here. Actually, they come with knitting needles, and I believe they suggested a 3.5 or a 4 millimeter knitting needle. Wow. Actually, I'm looking at the wrong recipe. It comes with two. You can make this, which is a striped cowl, or you can make the bias scarf. So this one here suggests a 4.0 circular. So, yeah. It's baby weight yarn, in my opinion, very thin, but also beautiful. Yes, it is. It's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the colors are the reason why I purchased it. I'm in love with color. I love color, but like, how awesome would it be, right? To get skeins in like a DK weight or like a worsted weight, right? That would be pretty awesome in my opinion. But I think most, if not all, skeins come with like fingering weight yarn. So anyway, let's see. Add neon blue or aqua. That's a really great suggestion. Who's the pattern by? So Aberdeen wool out of Canada, but you can find it on Ravelry. So yeah, you can just type in bias scarf. It's a free pattern. You don't. It's not a paid for pattern. And there's only, I mean, the directions are literally 2 rows. So, yeah, check that out. Love it. Can I tell you guys how amazing fresh coffee is when we talk yarn? Like, it's my 2 favorite things. Yarn and coffee. Yarn and coffee are all the things. So good. So a little update on my 2-bit granny. It's slow going, guys, because I've got so many things going. But I added the next color on. So we've got sapphire. This is Big Twist in sapphire. Last time I showed it, I was here. Again, slow going. I'm crocheting a sweater. I've got a scarf. I've got a hat. I've got a beanie. I've got a blanket. Literally all the things going at the same time. It's kind of overwhelming. But you know what? We're going to get through this. Hi, Jill. Welcome in. Hi, Tasha, 318. Hello to you. Hi, Helen. Welcome in from South Australia. Fanny says, if I'm not mistaken, you used that yarn as a demo to determine if you wanted to use the yarn that came with it. Yes, I did. And then I don't know what happened after that. It just morphed into that. So I'm like, what are we doing? This is so good. That is a pretty vibrant blue. It is. Sapphire, Big Twist. Sapphire. I don't like to be the one that slurps unless I've got this wonderful microphone in front of me. You know, ASMR. But I try not to be noisy with it. But you can't really help it, right? When it's really hot, you can't drink it like it's chocolate milk. So a little update on the Addy situation. It's not an Addy. It's, my light just moved. It's not an Addy. It's called a Prim Maxi. 64 pegs, all the things. So for context, I put yarn to it for the very first time without reading the directions. I had the directions before I lost them. I'm like, I need to figure this out. So I didn't do half bad. Let me show you. So this is my first piece using that machine without reading any directions. I do have one little hiccup situation, but for the most part, it turned out really nice. Again, I've got some places where it needs work, like this section right here. Let me show you. So we've got that going on right there, and then literally on the other side, we've got another hiccup right here. So I think what happened was I dropped stitches somewhere in the round there, and then eventually it picked it back up. I don't know. It looks like a spider web. My thought behind this was, let me just go and do this. Fold it in half. I literally had it folded in half earlier, and then I had, for demonstration, I had to. So I'm folding it in half. I've got both ends right here. So I thought, okay, well, I can salvage this. I'm going to take all of this and scrunch it together like this. And then we've got this bottom part that we can put on as a hat, right? Hi, Colleen. 22 months. Awesome. Thanks to you, Juan, and to the mods, to all the addicts. Yes. Thank you so much, Colleen, for being around. I appreciate it. Fuzzy Butt says he designed it that way. I love it. So I'm going to go ahead and bunch all of this up, right, and drawstring it. And then I'm going to put this hat on like this. It's not bad. I mean, the top is giving Mr. Who. But not bad for the first. Actually, it's not bad at all. Not bad. You know, not for like a donation hat. You know, maybe I can just put like a scrunchie right here and come up with our own little pattern design. The scrunchie beanie. Oh, look at that. How creative. Do I have yarn? Yes. Look at us. We're doing the things. It's completely ridiculous, but please just play along. Hold on. I love it. Look at that. It's done. It's a great donation hat. It's perfect. The color's very becoming. And it's on there. I double knotted it and everything. What are we thinking? Look, it looks good. We are playing along perfect. Is it the right way to do it? Of course not. But will it work? Yes. Trish likes it. See? What are we gonna call this? I'll make so many more of these. It looks like you gave yourself a bun. Now that I'm looking at it, it actually looks really nice. You know? So good. The question, the bun hat. Attila the bun hat. Oh, I love it. It looks like a flower. It really does. Look at that. I love it. It's so good. We're going to call it Attila the bun hat. The flower bun hat. Yes. And you know what? To really like solidify the hat, what we could do is just take like a darning needle and run yarn through the bun. You know? So what besides a beanie can you make with the machine? So you can flip the switch. There's a switch right here. You can flip that and it makes panels. You can make panels with this. And you can go as long as you want. 64 stitches wide. And you can go back and forth until the cows come home. It needs a pink flower on the brim. Hi, Robin. Look at us being creative at the last moment. See, that's what this is all about. You find the joy in the craft, you know? It doesn't always have to be serious, guys. Just let loose a little bit and enjoy the fun of it all, you know? It's okay. I love that. Chignon Chapeau. Yeah, tubes can be turned into panels as well. I forgot about that. Yes, if you don't want to go back and forth in circles like a rotary phone, you can keep going around and around and around, create a really long tube. Just make sure you've got this, you know, the same length for your tubes, and you can join the tubes to make a blanket. It's really thick and very squish. Hello, Susan. Welcome in. You posted a picture of yours on the community tab. Great. I can't wait to see it. Tasha says, 2026 goals is to learn how to use my machine. Listen, can I tell you something, Tasha? I got that almost 2 years ago, and I just pulled it out. So no judgment here. I get it. And I'm actually interested in getting an actual Addy machine. There's nothing wrong with this one, but I want to compare and contrast because I feel like that could be like a whole video where I can show the pluses and the minuses of this one and then do like an unboxing of the new one and be like, okay, my first impressions, you know? So, yeah, it's a great idea. Do one in your favorite color. I have to look for it. Because I did a crownet hat in my favorite color. Right here. And I love how this turned out. And guys, look. I keep one in the brim, and I call it one for the road. This really did come out really nice. Is it a 48 pin? It's a 60. Is it a 48? Hold on, let me look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, it says it on the side. No, it's 44 pins. I was going to count the pins, but it's got numbers here. It's 44 pins. I think they have one just a little larger. I think it comes 48. I'm not sure. I think the largest one is a 48. Can I tell you how good this hat smells? I actually put, so when I store my hats, I don't know who else does this, but when I store my hats and my hat and scarf sets specifically, when I do this, this is how I store it. Let me show you. And if you don't do it this way, let me influence you and encourage you to do it this way because it's fun. Anyway, take your hat, treat it like a bowl. Okay? Take your scarf, fold it in half, then fold it in half again, and then take it and roll it. Like this. And then you take your hat and you stuff the hat. I mean, you stuff your scarf in your hat. And there's fuzz on the back of that. And I store them in a bin just like this. So the scarf never gets lost from the hat. Also, what I do is I take a dryer sheet. And I take the dryer sheet, I push this back and I stuff a dryer sheet in the hat. Just to keep it fresh. And then I put it in my storage container like a dozen of eggs. I sit them up like eggs, and then I get like a blanket. I lay a crocheted blanket on top of it, and then I do another layer. And that's how I store my hat and scarves. So yeah. Anyway, if you already do that, great. If not, maybe this inspires you to try it. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Let me get this puppy back on because I am totally vibing with this. I love it. Let's see. How many of us have matching scarves? I don't know. And you know what? My whole hang up right now is the stitches don't match. I feel like I need to create a stockinette stitch scarf to match this part. And then on the ends, do like strips of crochet in the back loop. Oh, it smells so good. Anyway. I use a stitch marker to attach a hat to the scarf so they don't get separated in my pile of FOs. I love that. I love it. It's so good. Oh, by the way, guys, I forgot to mention this to you. In the podcast, I speak about my squares, right? And one of the members of my channel mentioned something so clearly obvious. Even I, at the moment, like, I completely forgot. But afterwards, I'm watching back and I'm like, why didn't I mention this? So the entire time that I'm showing the squares and talking about my long-term project, about it being an inspiration from my mom and everything, I forget to point behind me in the squirrel's nest. That blanket on the couch is what I'm trying to recreate. Except the centers, instead of the centers being solid colors, it's variegated colors. So if you watched the podcast episode, you'll see that I completely forget to mention, right behind me, guys, this is what I'm trying to create. Teresa says, Juan, I have a Centro 48 pin. I use an attachment and drill connected to it. I can make tons of hats and panels per day if I choose to. I got my Centro machine attachment and off of Amazon. Oh, I love it. What I'm interested in knowing is Centro equal to or better than the Addy machines? Because I know based on the name Addy that it's of decent quality, but does it compare equal to or better than Centro? Like, which one is better, you know? Is it subjective by each person? Is Prim better than Centro or Addy, you know? Because I love all Prim products. I talk about their crochet hooks. I mean, their knitting needles aren't bad either, so I don't know. Centro is lesser. Does Centro have an AC motor adapter? I've no, this is all new. You know, I've had this shelved in the back, not even thinking about it, you know? Addy is the better quality. I have the Centro and I like it though. See, and I've heard good things about Centro machines, you know? I also heard that they break quick. They break easily, but I think everything breaks easily if you know, use it a lot, or you're not using it correctly, or if you know, lots of things can happen. From my understanding, the Centro has issues with the counter. Okay, that's good to know too, especially if you're making panels. You need to. So Jill says the Addy hands down. Because if I'm going to make an investment, I want to invest in something that I know will last, you know? I got an Addy for Christmas and I'm sending it back. I wasn't impressed. It's no better than my Centro. Okay. I have both Centro and Addy. I love them both. This is great feedback, guys. I mean, because, listen, I think, in my opinion, neither one of them are cheap. Like, it's an investment to get this. And so, yeah, like the Addy, you can purchase replacement parts. That's great, right? Red Heart's too thick, breaks the needles. I think it was Amber. Amber mentioned that it works really well with DK weight yarn or like Karen's Simply Soft. You know, the softer yarns that have like a little bit of slickness to them. So I used Karen 1 pound for mine, and this is the result that I got, which isn't too bad. We had some hiccups, right? But not too bad, all things considered. But I'm going to try it with the DK weight yarn and see, you know? So Fanny says Addy is sturdier. I think that's great. Also, Big Twist is good. Oh, I'd love that for us. This the center counter goes off more often. This is all new to me as well. I mean, I love learning the new things, you know? I think it's great. Karen Simply Soft works great in an Addy. I'm curious to know if it works great in this. I'm going to try it. I have denim. I think it's a denim colorway I found in the room the other day. Dawn calls Simply Soft the devil's yarn. Oh boy, does it get fuzzy, yeah. People have had success with Red Heart Super Saver if they wash it first. Red Heart seems to have a coating. Yes, it's got stiffening agents in the yarn. A lot of people think that Red Heart is like sandpaper, and it is a little rough on the hands because of the thickening agent. And once you wash it, it's very soft and fluffy. But yeah, so nice. So Darnell, I have a large Centro and a small one. I tried the large one. I haven't really made anything with it. Yeah, well, I just learned the other day there was a switch on the side. You can flip the switch and make panels. I think that's amazing. And it's also what I get for not reading the manual. It would be nice if I picked up the manual and actually read it, but I'm your typical guy. I'm like, I don't need the manual. I just figure it out, you know? And I shouldn't be like that. I know. I need to read the manual, but I don't like to. I don't like to read the manual. I just flick it to the side. I'll look at the pictures if I have to. I'll make sense of what I can, however I can. And if I don't get it after that, then fine. I will buckle down and read step by step. But I'm going to do it very quickly in silent protest because I don't like to read the directions. Yes. I'm the same way with fixing cars. So some of you guys know this. I know my members do, but I've been a truck driver for a really long time, and I'm not talking about like the hauler trucks. I'm talking about a pickup truck, right? And so through the years, I've driven a pickup truck for 20 years before I got Edie. Anyway, whenever something happened to my trucks, I would always try to fix it myself first before going to the repair shop. You can already know where I'm going with this. Anyway, so one time my radiator blew, and I was in Texas, and we were on I-35. And if you live in Texas and Dallas, you know how busy I-35 gets. It's right by the split, I-35, I-45. Okay, if you're in DFW, you know exactly what I'm talking about. 35 and 45 split. My radiator blew right there during rush hour. And so fortunately for me, I had tools in the back of my pickup truck. I had the flaps on either side. It goes like this. I had my toolbox in there. So what I did was I detached my radiator. I detached my radiator, called an Uber, had the Uber guy come out and help me put the radiator in the trunk. We went and got a new radiator, brought it to my truck, and assembled it without looking at pictures, without looking at any of the things. Mind you, it's crazy busy. There's vehicles everywhere, right? And people are looking at me like, what is he doing right now? It's like rush hour traffic, and he's got this huge piece that he's putting into the truck. I even had the Uber help me lift the radiator and put it into the truck, and I reassembled all the things. The whole point of it is I get all the way to the end and I have one missing piece. I have not missing. I have one extra piece. And I'm like, I have no idea what this is even for. Like, everything fit. What's this? And so the Uber driver said, hey, listen, I'm like you. I don't have to read the manual. We got this, but I think before you pull off, you need to read the manual. I said, I don't have a manual for the radiator. It doesn't come with it, you know? And he said, but you have this extra part. What are you going to do with it? You can't leave this spot knowing you're holding an extra part. That could be the one thing keeping the truck from moving. Anyway, apparently, that one piece is the one pivotal piece that actually gets the liquid from the radiator, to build the pressure to allow the engine to run, so it was a gasket, and I needed the gasket somewhere in that mix. Anyway, my hard-headed self decided to not do anything with. I didn't look it up online. I didn't check the directions, nothing. I got in, I said, thank you so much. I tipped him for helping me, all the things. And so I gave him 50 extra bucks for helping me out. And so I went to go start up the truck. It started, and then all of a sudden, all these noises happened from under the hood. I'm like, oh my goodness. All the smoke came out. I mean, it was just, oh my goodness. So long story short, because of me not putting it together correctly, I didn't put it together right. I didn't put the gasket in. It's a pressure gasket. I didn't put the pressure gasket in where it should have gone. I didn't tighten the fittings because there were pressure fittings that needed to go in with specific, weights and all. I didn't do any of the things. I blew my gasket on my transmission because I did not do anything correctly. So because of a broken radiator and me not reading the directions, I blew the transmission gasket. So that was a very, very expensive lesson. Did I learn from that lesson? No, because all I did was call AAA. I called the insurance company. We did that whole thing, and I had it replaced. But it should have been the one thing that said, Juan, You didn't read the directions and you destroyed your truck. Like, let that be a lesson to be learned? No. I still don't read the directions. You live and you learn, right? But see, there's pluses and minuses to everything, right? Did I have the transmission in the truck? Yes. Did I have the nuts and bolts where they should have gone? Yes. Did I apply the proper pressure on the bolts? No, I did not. Was everything correctly installed? No. So, I mean, we have some pluses and minuses, and besides, it was a long time ago. That lesson actually is what really caused me to practice and to pay more attention. Like, I didn't know there were like Chilton's books. Like, there's actual books that you can actually purchase. I don't know about anymore, but you could buy these books, and it gives you like the breakdown down to the screws of every single part of your car. Anyway, I purchased that for my Dodge Ram 2500, and I got really good at it. So, lesson learned, but not really, because I still don't read directions. Yes, we're geniuses, Peggy. Don't you know that? We know. Like, and then when we're wrong, we still say, I'm still right. You guys know how it goes. 2 rules. We're always right. And then rule number 2, when we're wrong, look at rule number 1. We're still right. I kid. I will tell you, I did get better over the years. So when I got Edie is my pilot. I drive a pilot. I got super smart with, the repairs, and I decided to, unless it's something minor, I send it in. Like, I don't play with anything under the hood, because it's not a domestic vehicle, right? Not that I just feel like there's more to these foreign vehicles than I know anything about, so I just send it right in for repairs. But Edie's been really good to me lately, so yes. Have heard this story before, but from others. Yep. Hello, Krista. Welcome in. So, before I wrap up our live, I wanted to let you guys know I got some emails about something that's confusing some of you. So some people are thinking that in order to subscribe to my channel, to any channel, you have to pay for it. That is not true. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, you can subscribe if you like the content, and it doesn't charge you a single thing. I don't know where the mix-up came in. Maybe it's just something that a lot of people assume. They think that, oh, the subscribe, there must be a fee for that. It doesn't cost you a single thing to subscribe to a channel. A lot of times what YouTube does is they will inadvertently unsubscribe people from channels because of no activity. Like, if you don't watch a channel for an extended period of time, there is a high chance that they'll just unsubscribe you. Also, too, if they feel like you're not watching it the way you should be watched, for instance, like you keep repeating the same section over and over and over again, they're going to think that maybe it's like a bot. I say all this to tell you to regularly check the subscriptions to the channels you watch. Just make sure that you're subscribed so that you get notified when things drop. Because I noticed in my algorithms, and I shared this with my members earlier, 20% of the people who watch me are not subscribed to my channel. Like, you watch, and you watch often, but you're not subscribed. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if you watch my stuff anyway, why not subscribe? You'll get notified when my stuff drops. it's going to be useful for you, for me, and for us, you know? So again, it's absolutely free to subscribe. That being said, if you're already subscribed and you want to take it to the next level, I do have memberships on the channel. There's 2 different tiers of memberships, and the one tier is the Fellows. It's 99 cents a month. And just for context, I don't do these memberships specifically for the money. I do it because it helps pay for postage. And I do a lot of giveaways. Like every week I do replay treats. And so the memberships help pay for that postage, because postage is expensive. So just to let you know though, for the 99-cent memberships, once Uncle Sam takes his part and YouTube takes their part out of that dollar, I see 39 cents. So I take that 39 cents and I sit it to the side and I let it build up, and I use that to pay for the postage on the packages. The same thing for the other tier, the Officials. The Officials is $4.99 a month. And with that, you get a free pattern from me every single month. You also get 2 Zoom calls a week with me. You get access through links to Zoom calls twice a week. Also, you get members' lives and all the things. So it's a great bang for the buck while it's still here. So if you're interested in joining the membership, please feel free to do that. The pattern itself is literally worth the membership, because I'm selling my patterns now for anywhere between $3.99 to, well, $3.99 and up, you know? And so with the Officials membership being $4.99, the pattern kind of pays for itself. So anyway, no pressure. If you can't join, don't worry about it. I'm glad that you're here, but I wanted to spell it out, I guess, because I've gotten people asking like, what is this and why and this and that. So hopefully I've offered some clarification to those of you guys that wanted to know. Okay. So thank you so much, Dawn. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Krista. I really do. It's so good. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, I've offered you a laugh or two. I'll be live again in about 8 hours. So I do an early morning wake up with Juan. It's 4 a.m. for the international viewers. So please, if you're up and available to attend, I do a recap for my entire week on that particular live stream with a very strong cup of coffee. So I'm going to take some time tonight and crochet some more, and then I'll do a recap in the morning with you guys live, okay? So that is all I have, guys. Have a wonderful night, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.